Are you there? How's it going, Mad Hat? Here you yet again. It's been a minute, but we're back to Dread Delusion. Back to the island. God, that reminds me of yesterday. The mimics. I think the fact that they record your voice and then modulate it in a particular way is just a work of genius. I thought that was incredibly... why am I here? Are you there? Had to rewatch the same. Love how you... When the Mad Hat mimics, you say, Mad Hat's killing me. Wasn't me. Mad Hat's killing me. Yeah, that was awesome. I just love how... I think I added the music a little too high. There we go. It's a little whisper of denial says, I will not be blamed for your downfall. So let me get reacquainted with the controls. We got our Ambarian Greatsword, which is going to cut down many foes, along with a fine longbow. So last time we were here, we found the ghost of somebody's sacrifice wants to destroy the island and is asking me to do so. I decided that I'm probably not going to do that. Just mainly because I went through the trouble of swearing fealty to a random god. Yeah, I feel like we need to dive into that one again. That game is pretty awesome. I feel like we can definitely get that. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. I don't know what I'm going to spend it on, though. I have no skill above 10. Easy pick. Cool. So, let's take a look in our journal. See what exactly we're doing. So, Whispers of Ghosts. Reveal Vella's motives. She has asked me to meet her at the wreckage. Okay, so that's after airship. So we gotta find the Duchess. I think that is what we gotta do. Ghost Queen Silver. She plans to destroy the Endless. Necklace she hopes will remind you of ghosts. Yeah, I'm gonna try to convince her not to. Oh yeah, I gotta go help that worm. I got 2 of the 3 ashes. Yeah. Also, that a Path of Ashara Or what is it called? Path of Acra. That's how you pronounce it. I had to look at that. That game is like crack. Oh my god. That game is so good. Like, I wake up in the morning, start playing it, and then I realize, oh, like 2-3 hours have passed. I love all the combos you can do with the characters. I like how it's 60 hours easy. Yeah, I've already beaten it a few times with a few prestige classes, but I've been going through, because it looks like all the prestige classes are an achievement, and I gotta beat it. I recently found out that, you know, those heads, if you put them on and take off all your armor, you can actually transform into a prestige class that way. Oh. Wait, where am I going? Yeah, I want to be heading south, not north. Yeah, south is this way. The one other, yeah, I found the Lizard Man one. That's when I discovered you can turn it into a prestige class. And boy, let me tell you, the lizard mixed with fire, like you're basically a little dragon. I was just sitting there hemorrhaging as much frickin' fire as possible. Although it gets pretty difficult because it doesn't actually give you any armor. So I had to find like a two-handed axe that, you know, gave me extra armor with, depending on how many empty armor slots I had. Although that axe is pretty strong if you commit to it. And I don't know. I mean, sacrificing weapons to your active weapon is a great way to make it real strong. So far, I've only beaten the game as the Archmagus, or Magus. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. The Frost Knight was my stoic build. It was pretty strong. And then I did it with the Executioner as well. I've been playing a lot of fighter classes. Gotta switch it up, see if I can do like a rogue build. Or at least get a fighter class where I don't have to strip down all of my armor. Son of a bitch, hold still. What's up, Sunflower? It's a cute little dog. Was that a Pomeranian? I know, this is the highest level greatsword I can have. It's called Emberian, so I wonder if it's like some kind of super bronze. Much like the Lord of the Rings game. Gentlemen. Where there's just like, yeah, just mix your copper and tin with a, you know, a semi-precious metal, and suddenly you got a magical super metal. There we go. You want a Pomeranian? They're so fluffy. See, this is gonna sound terrible, and I ask you to forgive me, but I'm not a big fan of Pomeranians and teeny tiny dogs. Like, if there was a dog there, I wouldn't like deny it the love that it deserves, but I also wouldn't go get one. I need a dog with meat on its bones. I want it to have the ability to eat me alive, and yet choose not to. Yeah, usually I get a much more aggressive response when I say I don't like corgis. Yeah, exactly. I grew up with a golden retriever. It's my grandparents' dog. That thing was cute as hell. Although he was super old, too. A friendly guard dog? Well, get a pit bull. Those dogs are very friendly. They just have a bad reputation. I mean, I would suggest a medium-sized dog because they will not eat you out of house and home. Hi. Who are you? The groundskeeper? The Endless sweeps the ground with this rake, although he just seems to be moving around the dirt. As you approach, he looks startled. Ah, breather. Didn't notice you there. Not often I see your kind around. Who are you? Oh my, well, that's a good question. I've been wondering that myself lately. I seem to have forgotten my name a few decades back. Was it him? Or Glapus, perhaps? Ah, it's all jumble. Anyway, I'm the groundskeeper for the Duchess. At least I think I am. Not seen the girl in a good century or so. And I'm starting to wonder if I made the whole thing up. Can I visit the Duchess? You can sure try. Her family manor's over yonder. It's mostly just a ruin now. She's hidden the entrance with a spell. You'll have to figure out how to get across somehow. She's also enchanted a bunch of skeletons to patrol the place, so watch your step. They can't really think, it's just a spell holding them together, so they won't hesitate to swipe at you. What is this place? Time ago, before we lot called ourselves the Endless, these islands were known as Verdant. Our houses were made from beautiful wood, not these huge stone tombs you see today. This part of the island is the only place left where you can see the remnants of how things used to be. The rest of it has all rotted away. It's also where the Duchess lives. She never leaves her manor. Thanks, I'll be going. Woo! Catch up with chat. They are a simoid. Oh, okay. Any animal would eat you if it's hungry. Exactly. You don't think a fish would try to eat you given half the chance? I bet if you had a goldfish and it grew some legs, it would try to eat you in a heartbeat. In fact, more so. Out of petty vengeance. It'd probably stick you in a glass bowl and stare at you. Give you the old fish eye. Or what did this game call it? The old fuzzy eye. Or decapitate you and stick you into the bowl. Exactly. Although it'd probably try really hard and then decide, wow, let's get 2 sets of legs. I don't need arms. I'll be a fishy centaur. At least that's how my goldfish would think. If I had one. This is the old land of Verdant. A land where nothing dies. Yeah. Growing One Pie once had a couple goldfish, my sisters and I. The thing with those goldfish, though, was it was always 3 because They ate all the others. I mean, granted, we were pretty young. Legs and fingers these goldfish used to have, though. Thought about eating and pooping. It's a fun activity, just staring at a TV. I mean, you know, as a kid, I feel like I would have preferred more fish, but, you know, that was a unique experience. Hey, got some more Death's Veil. Time to spend some mana. There we go. Easy peasy. A remarkable treasure. Nice. I don't know what it got. What the hell is that? No. Okay. You win this time, giant floating eye. Excuse me? What the hell is that? Oh, we're trying to find the Duchess here. You know, convince her to work for me instead of, I don't know, hiding her in a castle. Because we gotta find Vela. That is kind of just the want of the living. Oh, good. Another one. Hello, floating eye. What seeketh thee? I think it's going to be the rule of 3. We got to find the eye, or find the little obelisk that will somehow turn off the eye? I don't know. Hey, we're close to the giant hermit crab. Had to think about what the hell that was. I guess it's a cephalopod. Oi. Ain't no thing. Get wrecked. You know, that's kind of a, it's not the first time I've seen this idea explored, but the concept of living eternally, just like not being able to die, it's pretty much predominantly going with, oh, good. It's pretty much predominantly going with the fact that, you know, eventually, everybody will want to die eventually, or at least that seems to be what the consensus is, although I feel like there's enough stuff in the world and, you know, universe that you can kind of explore and have a decent life for centuries and just be okay with that. I'd be okay with that, at least. I'd be happy with a couple centuries under my belt. I would never feel like I'm wasting my time ever again. In fact, I think it would be an opportunity to actually try to know everything, right? Like, you get this opportunity to live forever, and it's like, well, I'm just going to study everything then. I got the time for it. Yeah, these shield guys are brutal. You know, you consider these skeletons as like unthinking things, but I don't know. It actually takes a lot of thought to, you know, use a shield and swing a sword in a competent manner. What happens after you know everything? Well, you can't know everything. Then you just go seek something you don't know. It's like a forever quest. See everything on Earth? Well, you know what? It's time to not be on Earth. Maybe. But I feel like a lot of the stuff, like, yeah, I understand that some of, like, sword fighting is instinct, but it is a learned thing. You have to have some cognitive reaction. Also, this crazy magic bridge is awesome. I think that's the manor, not that thing down there. That's true. And then I guess how many centuries would you have to simply enjoy that? Muscle memory? They don't have muscles. They're skeletons. Okay, this looks freaking awesome and somewhat dizzying. God, I want to find out what you are. Oh, no. It's like a hermit crab, except with tentacles. Oh, bed bugs are ugly. The very thought of those makes my skin crawl. Hello? Yeah. Did you? I did too when I was like in my early 20s. It was awful. Hi, who are you? Hanging in the gloom, an endless woman is engrossed in ritual. She hisses violent, unfamiliar words while her hands trace sparks of light through the air, illuminating the books and the dust around her. Hello? The woman seems oblivious to your presence, her face inscrutable behind her mask. She continues to mutter esoteric phrases while sculpting glyphs of light. You're clearly busy, but... She screams, her voice seething with a wave of magical energy that sends books crashing to the floor. Do you know how difficult it is to weave parallel cipher syntax while some idiot is talking into your ear? She groans in frustration. I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a family crisis, and you caught me trying to conjugate a pair of superlatives. Sometimes I just hate cipher semiotics. Well, I suppose if you bypass my security measures, you must have come here for a reason. She studies you for a minute. You're not a cadaver assassin, are you? Sent by the infernal Rydar to try to lop off my head or some such? I'm not an assassin. She studies you a moment. Well, that's exactly what an assassin would say. I have to be sure. Yeah, exactly. Wait, they got smarter? The bugs? Oh, hell no. I'm just going to have a poke around your mind. You may feel some tingling in your brain, but don't worry. This rarely leads to permanent damage. Did you say permanent? Pain slices through your head, followed by a plethora of discomforting feelings. Your senses are jumbled. You hear smells, taste sights, breathe sounds. Everything warps and you feel nauseous. But then, you find yourself cowering in the filth of an alleyway, small and frightened. A man leers over you, raising his sword. You'll have but a moment to clasp the shard of broken glass and lunge at his belly. Yes, you remember. You were 6 years young, just another worthless urchin in the city sprawl. Things you did to survive. Her voice cuts through your dream. You've had a tough life, mortal. I'm sorry. But this isn't enough. I need more. Another wave of nausea. Reality churns around you until you wake in an Inquisition prison cell. Smell of rust shit filling your nostrils. So that's it, huh? You're with the Inquisition bastards. But you're not a player. You're just some pawn in their scheming. Blackmailed with the threat of oblivion. How pitiful. Once more, you're submerged into memory. You see Vela's ship drifting away from you, and with it, your only hope of salvation. Ah, so it's Vela you're after. I sailed with her for 10 years. Even called myself a Dark Star, but I assume you knew that. Basal sent me. Ah, so that old sea slug is still with us. I must admit, I always thought the drink would kill him. But to hear he's working with the Inquisition, after all we've been through? Well, this only deepens my suspicions. So tell me, do you kill for your masters, or do you take the lives of others to preserve your own? I'll kill anyone who stands in my way. Oh, of course. I'm sure you're extremely tough and I should cower in fear and all the rest. Let's see the truth, shall we? God damn it! Ah! Your mind reels once more. You see men and monsters who stood in your way, and how they clashed swords and evaded their blows, buried your steel into their flesh. You remember the chaos, the thrill, the bloodlust. The truth is, you enjoy it. She seems taken aback. Mortal, you're a monster. The blood that you spilled, no one could ever atone for such wanton violence. Though I suppose I have no right to judge you. My conscience is hardly clear. Huh? But what's this? Searing pain. You see a flesh farm screaming in agony. You see Ryder, his cruel gaze, and you remember the deal you made. Ah, so you are in league with the cadavers. Your actions, whether in spite or folly, have caused a dark shadow on this island. And yet, I see nothing to show you mean me harm. I'll spare you the torment of further mind probes, mortal. Any more and your brain could burst. And I don't want to clean that up. But where are my manners? We've learned all about you. But I've not introduced myself. She feigns a pompous bow. The Duchess, at your service. Well, I am Philomea Caveridge, Duchess of Vestalshire. But that's quite a mouthful, huh? If you arrived 6 centuries ago, I would have greeted you in a busting household, live and with music and merriment. My service would have offered you refreshments. I would have introduced you to my 5 darling children. And that's how 600 years could pass so quickly. Now I drift into a cold tomb while my estate lies in decay. Sounds like you miss it. There's not an endless around who doesn't, but for most of us, it's hard to think about our mortal lives without opening the door to our demons. You see, I became the Duchess the day my father died, the Great Devouring. Do you know what that was? Yes. Then you know it was the darkest stain on my people's history. The people endless were born with an insatiable hunger. For decades, we feasted upon those we once called kin. And my family was no different. I was 5 and 30 years of age when it happened. I had a husband, 5 beautiful children. You know the cruelest thing? There was a part of us that knew what was happening. As I tore into my husband's flesh, I howled not in anger, but in sorrow. As my daughter gorged upon the bowels of her brother, I saw tears streaming down her face. And as I picked up my infant son, not 3 months old, I wanted to hold him, to kiss him. I never meant to... Yeah. To be endless is to live with terrible guilt. It's the same for all of us. While most find comfort in the rituals and traditions of old, I find them suffocating. But there I go again, dredging up the past. I think it's why I stopped getting invited to all those mausoleum balls. So tell me, mortal, this hunt for Vela, what do you hope to accomplish? Want to help her save the world. Ah, so you've been enticed into the revolutionary zeal, have you? I wonder, do you understand what's truly at stake? There's a hidden language to the universe, Moral. A web of signs and signifiers which establish the very rules in which we live. And Vela, she wants to change it. She wants to change reality itself, to create a new world. How does that work? When we cast a cipher spell, we are speaking in a hidden language of the universe. But the rules, the grammar, syntax, the signs themselves, all of us, from the humble scribe to the powerful cipher wizard, must adhere to these constraints. When we don't, there are often dire consequences. Like the world rent. I don't know for sure what happened back then, but I witnessed it with my own eyes, felt it in my mind. It was the most powerful spell I've witnessed, and it was caught in a syntax cascade, an infinite loop. But if Vela's plan worked, she'd make the impossible possible. With a click of the finger, she would raise an empire, make anyone truly immortal. even raise someone from the dead. Sounds incredible. Indeed, I have often weighed this dilemma in my mind. Would it be for good or for ill? My people live in torment. Our decaying bodies haunt minds of prisons which there is no escape. But could Vela's plan be our salvation, or would it be subject to the whole world of similar torment? I have yet made up my mind. But if I'm honest, I would like to be there when the decision is made. Then help me find her. Alas, I'm somewhat engaged for the moment. I think I mentioned it, a family crisis. My daughter has been stolen from me. Her name is Ellen. Of all my children, she alone remains. I can still see her. 9 years young, holding a hand in the lush green verdant. Everyone in the village knew that beaming smile. Yet, she is 9 years old still, and feeling of her hand in my own, clinging to this wretched existence. And now those damn cadavers have taken her. I guess so. About the oldest one. Dun dun dun. I could try. Would you, mortal? If you would save her, I would truly be in your debt. The cadavers are a secretive bunch, but I've caught wind that one of them frequents the rotten coffin in the sepulchre. He wears a full suit of armor, and holds a key that will grant access to the upper levels of Cadaver Keep. He surely won't speak to me, nor my lackeys, but you? You're an outsider. More than that, you're a mortal. Cadavers are very interested in mortals. Okay, I'll try to find her. Thank you. My daughter has a signet ring on her finger. Find her, and I'll help you track down Vela. See? Now we're on a rescue mission. It's my quest to save the princess. Or, actually, what is a duchess's child? What rank does that make you? Is that just a child at that point, or... I mean, I guess if she's centuries old, she's not a child, but you know what I mean. It's a good thing we're stopping back at the inn, because then we can rest up, get our stamina back, and go on a real adventure. A lady or lord? Oh, okay. I mean, I guess that's easy enough to remember. And that's kind of like a, once again, I mentioned this game implies scale instead of presenting it. Like, how it explains everything, it seems much bigger. Instead of just, like, you know, the few square yards on the island. It's supposed to be, like, a huge estate with a hugely elaborate, you know, defense. Let's head this way. What do you got here? This way to Ryder Estate? Well, let's check out Ryder Estate. I know he eats people, but I got a sword that I will impale his cadaver body upon. What's this? Oh, that's the lady trying to destroy the island. Although I guess that's kind of a thing when it comes to the Endless. As they are eternal, you really have to be able to convince them to not, you know, to change their ways. Otherwise, I mean, what else are you going to do? They're immortal. Wait, is that really the end of the line? This road seems to keep going. Oh, that's there. Did I not scribble? Oh, well. That dragon's so cool. And the fact that it itself isn't intelligent, but it's eaten endless and they have some limited control over it, which is kind of interesting. And also kind of horrifying, too, because, like, you got these ashes, and that's what the dissolved, you know, the burnt bodies of the Endless are, but they're still technically alive in that regard. Hi. I think this is a little war camp. Hi. Have I properly robbed this place? Yeah, okay, that's where we found a one guy. Hey, Ryder. What's up? Well, look who it is. Back to pepper me with irrelevant questions, I assume? Yes. No. Goodbye, mortal. I'm also noticing those little skulls everywhere. They gotta mean something. Oh. Let's clean up that quest. Why? What are these eyes? How much cash do I got? I don't want to spend these here. I only need 6 for the main house. Let's build the house. I'm not against just arbitrarily spending money. I mean, it's not worth a thing if you don't spend it. I like how all the Endless wear masks just to be a little more present to breathers, as they call them. Big Brother. Yeah, it's just who is Big Brother in this case? That's the important question. Hi. The Endless lurks in the corner, keeping a watchful eye on the other patrons. I'm looking to enter Cadaver Keep. Heard I should speak to you. He stifles a laugh. A mortal asking to enter Cadaver Keep of their own free will. Well, now I've seen it all. Yeah, I've heard the rumors, Breather, about what goes on in there. What goes on with your kind? Of course. Even so, I can't just let you waltz into Cadaver Keep, as cadavers are a private bunch. You have to understand. There must be something I can do to change your mind. He looks you up and down. Well, I suppose there might be one thing. A chunk of your flesh, still warm, fresh from the bone. That would prove your loyalty. What part of my flesh? Only a morsel. Shall we say a finger? Okay, fine. Make it quick. He unsheathes a very large knife. Oh, don't worry. It'll be over before you know it. Now hold out your hand. And with one quick motion, he slices off your finger. Your hand sears with pain, but he quickly douses the stub with a foul-smelling potion and wraps your hand in a rag. This will fetch a good price for the right buyer. You've proven your worth, and then some, Breather. Here, take this key. It will unlock the lift at the top of Cadaver Keep. That'll take you to the island above. There you'll find the Duchess's daughter. I never told you I was looking for her daughter. We have eyes and ears in many places, Breather. Of course, the key does not grant safe passage through the keep. That's not part of the deal. What is that? The second you step into the stronghold, you're on your own. Good luck, Breather. Okay, I'll be going. I do like the idea that my guy is basically getting as changed as humanly possible by this adventure. Oh, they've accepted me. Our shadowy bunch loosely organized under Lord Ryder's command. They believe in returning to the dark days of our crusades, in which the Endless would invade the neighboring islands and feast upon mortal flesh. This would, of course, be in stark defiance of the wishes of the Queen of Silver. Which we are in a, it's in our best interest to make sure that that doesn't happen. Drink a little bit of ghost wine and go to bed. I like how we wake up still drunk. It's time for a nightly raid. But yeah, we've had a piece of clockwork in our brain. In fact, where do we see all these little perks? Yeah, I guess it's key items. Yeah, I have a charisma augment. Useful little intrusive. After all, who isn't... When did I get this? Huh. I don't remember getting this, but I'm happy I have it. It makes me more charming. Well, I have a machine parts in my brain. I would. It lets me read the cipher language that the machine god speaks in. So naturally, I'm a clearly better person. But I mean, this is kind of a... It's a story of metamorphosis. Like, we were taken as an urchin, right? And then captured by the Inquisition, set upon our ways as a confessor, which we immediately took the opportunity to go against their wishes. Mainly because it's their wishes that, you know... Oh, whoa. This is my house. Got a lovely garden. Beautiful. What was that? Oh, that's the, where the Clockwork King stands. Let's do that one. We have our minds in the stars. Oh, whoa! Here we can read all the books we found. That's awesome. Well, I know I'm going to be doing that. Yeah, it's the observatory in the Sky College, which I believe is somewhere over that way. They're the ones who actually captured the God of Revenge and are studying it. Also, this house is being built, but where's my bed? Do I not get one? I guess all the houses have perks when you invest in them. I love that we get all the books. Damn right! We gotta wear our nerd card with pride. Okay, now we get our trusty compass. Find out which way north is. That's Cadaver Castle. Now, there's still a bunch of rampaging cadavers wandering around the land, so that's a thing. I mean, it's a shame I can't, like, kill Lord Ryder. That would be such an easy solution. But an irrelevant one in this case. Take that, Skelly Man. You know, it does seem to be... I seem to make a very similar character when it comes to fantasy games. And it's usually the dexterity strength-based character, and I usually eschew magic in general. Which is kind of a shame. I don't actually dislike the use of magic in fantasy worlds, but I always like try to put myself in the story, and I can't see myself automatically having magical powers due to the fact that I don't have magical powers. You know how it goes. But everything I'm doing now, I feel like is well within my capability. I mean, sneaking, shooting a bow and arrow, swinging a sword. Everybody can do that. I like how not killing the intelligent meat has made me in league with the cadavers. Like, I understand that's the consequence, but it's like there's a greater part of that is I am not killing, you know, the great metamorphosis of a being. Which seems to be pretty on par with my character here. We're all about great change. But it's just keeping these powerful beings alive so that, you know, they can just kind of do things and change. We're here to change the world, not destroy it. Even though, yes, destroying is a form of change. We've already explored the majority of this place. Rah! And to think, the Duchess called me a monster. She did imply that she ate her children. Like, hunger be damned. Oh. Oh, they're just throwing knives at the queen. Like you do. That's cool. They got lances and such. I've always liked the idea of the undead army. I think the royalists like me. Yeah, I guess I could have, you know, killed the royalists on the street if I want to be on the cadaver side, but I don't. I think my character has a very strict don't eat me policy, even though I did kind of break that with my giving of a finger. There we go. And it's the key. The key to Cadaver Keep. Oh, I guess this is the upper area. Man, that's one hell of a defense. Like, you absolutely have to find the key or else there's no getting there without an airship. Wait, these are dark stars. Aren't they? What the hell are dark stars doing here? Interesting, okay. Well, I'm killing those guys. Oh, did I just kill her daughter? Uh-oh. I suppose I could have talked to him. You know, in hindsight. Hi. A hand of an endless lies upon a pillow, completely severed from above the wrist. The hand bears a signet ring with one slender finger. There's no mistaking it. This is the hand of the Duchess's daughter, Ellen. Now, I'll take the hand. You touch the hand and suddenly recoils as if alive. For a moment, you pause, and the hand shivers before you. Then you finally pluck up the courage to pick it up. It writhes as you place it within your belongings. I don't know how I feel about putting a grasping hand into my bag. Like, it's just going to start grabbing my stuff. And can you imagine reaching into your bag, trying to get a potion, and finding another hand grabbing onto it? Ugh. Part of the course. Yeah, I got away with people. May have shivered when I come near, but still followed. See, that's the important part. Disregard the fact that I didn't technically have a choice. Whoa, that's a cliff. What the hell kind of bridge is this? Why is this a door? Oh, it's not. It's just a broken window. I'm getting better. I like how he sprinted to it, thinking it was that path. Well, that was easy. And now to somehow convince... I think I needed a high personality in order to convince the creature from destroying the island. I think that was a big question. I guess let's talk to the queen, see what she thinks. Might as well just, you know, hang around with a hand in my pocket. You, cadaver, you are. Yeah, one of these days it'll be a tough enough game, like another Souls-like game, that we can pull out the Little Dansky bingo card. What's with the eyes? Hey, Your Majesty, disregard the sword, but... Hi. As the queen casts her gaze down upon you, oh yeah. Greetings, mortal. Do you have questions? If you must. How are they created? Ritual masterminded by my father. Ancient history. Oh. What is my charm stat? 50. Damn. Alright, tell you what. Let me... There's gotta be something that makes me more charming. Snake. No, it's not a ring. Less severe. Foes appears to move as if alive. There's no glass invigorating vapor. Yeah, downside. I've forgotten where a lot of these items came from. guess that's the downside of playing an RPG over a long period of time. Is there... I could quaff a luck potion. So that's insight. There we go. Look, teach me the secrets of your people. I like how I'm just getting absolutely toasted in front of her. Alright, now will you tell me? My father was a healthy man, never ill, never tired. He seemed to shrug off accidents that would leave lesser men with broken bones. So it was strange how terrified of death he was. The very idea shook him to his core. As I was nearing adulthood, he gathered a legion of mages, and theurges, and priests across the sky realms, and tasked them to find the secret to immortality. Judging by the fact that you're still around today, it seemed to have worked. In a matter of speaking, yes. After numerous failed efforts, they devised a solution. It would require dozens of mages casting a spell simultaneously, extensive construction of ceremonial shrines, and braziers and idols across a kingdom, a bargain struck with an ancient god, and a sacrifice. What was the name of the god? I do not know. I once heard my father refer to it as a shadow of a dream, or the dream of a shadow. I forget which. Long story short, the ritual failed, created a twisted parody of immortality, afflicted with hunger and decay. Instead of affecting just my father, it cursed half the kingdom. Only half? Half the kingdom were endless and hungry. The other half did not last long. The great devouring commenced. What happened to your father? I don't know. Perhaps he was the one of those who remained mortal. The universe is cruel in that way. Well, I chugged all those for that? Hey. I've spoken to the Entombed One. Penitent Thaw. That's who I need to talk to. Okay. I don't know. Would you be inclined to tell somebody your secret if they sat there and just kind of... Whoops. Pounded as many drinks as possible in front of you? No. Hold still. Let me drink this bottle of wine. Well, gotta brew up a piece of tea. Oh, hey. Get my magical potion. Wink. Hello, Thaw. You again, mortal. I presume you have questions. So all along, you knew the identity of the Entombed One. I'm a mage, mortal. I hoard secrets like a miser hoards gold. And do you know the fastest way to run out of secrets? To tell everybody about them. I heard it was Endless One who made you into an Endless. Can the Entombed One be stopped? Anything's possible. This one's tricky. A spell ghost is deeply unstable. It has embedded itself so thoroughly into the magical fabric of the landscape that simply attacking it could tear the kingdom apart. I recommend diplomacy. The queen is a reasonable woman. Surely the ghost is reasonable too. But if diplomacy fails, I have a contingency in mind. Edna rummages through the shelves. Finally, she returns with a slender vial in her hand. This is a condensed potion of the happiest memories I've harvested from Mind Slurry. I'd hoped to keep it for personal use, but perhaps it would be used in persuading the Entombed One that this place is worth saving. Well, okay. Let's give her the potion. And besides, you're endless. You can make another one. Oh, that's kind of an interesting thing. Like, if you live forever, and you've kind of basically caught up in the ennui of existence, being able to synthesize and consume happy memories. Seems like it would be a hardcore drug. Alright. Time to save the kingdom. I feel like this mission, if it's just as easy of giving this happiest potion, I feel like... Don't worry, we'll stop the shaking. You'll be considered a hero, I think. Somebody. I like how the Endless still worship the king, but he vanished once the Great Devouring happened. Hi. She floats above you, imperious, furious, bristling with disdain. She resembles a king of silver, but aflame with inner light. Hello, mortal. You know there's still hope. Oh yeah, I need 60. Before you go further, please drink this. Are you thinking to poison me, foolish mortal? It will have no effect. Here, bear witness. Ghost drinks the potion in one quick gulp. After a moment, she begins to fray at the edges, like an oil painting that's been soaked in a bathtub. Oh. Oh my. All this. So beautiful. Surely, your words have weight to them, mortal. Before your eyes, the burning rage and roiling just beneath the entombed one's skin starts to dwindle and dim. Leave me be. You've given me much to think about. That's it? She just needed happy memories? Hey, there's the king. Hey, king. Does that count? Did I do it? From destroying a kingdom, you should tell the Queen of Silver. Yep, save the kingdom. I mean, technically, your wizard saved the kingdom. I just walked up and did it. Oh, yeah, panic flailing. What? This isn't the castle. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, that's kind of what you get if your entire kingdom is made up of sepulchers and ziggurats. Long breather, this is the Queen's Road. What are you humping? You guys love me. Still gotta find the last urn of oh my god. Okay. Once again, quashed by knee-high walls. I mean, I guess I don't have to. Yeah, I think those eyes are from the Fury Queen. Which one? That one? That star is round. It's the neural star. Which, as soon as I get the frickin' get out of here, dragon. As soon as I get the frickin' skyship, we're going straight to that star. Hey, your majesty. The queen cast her gaze upon you. You are overcome with a weave of melancholy. Okay. The entombed one has stopped her efforts to destroy the kingdom. Excellent work, mortal. I never thought I'd see the day. What persuaded her in the end? Substance abuse. Well, as long as it worked. Queen of Silver sighs, settling back in her throne. So, we buy another few years of endless existence. Joy. Thanks. Told her to pack up pretty sounding lies. Whatever it takes, mortal, to preserve the kingdom. It's not always painless. Slow sighs. Spoken to the Doom one. Absolutely. Marvelous news. Well, in that case, you can consider this matter laid to rest, can't we? Wow, it's just... I guess there's no cheering in the streets for that one. Staring into your soul. Well, that's a mask. Wait, is it a mask? Yeah, it is. He's wearing a mask. So yeah, it's the people-facing ones wear masks so that they can, you know, be presentable. At least their view of presentable. Oh, there really was no fanfare with that. Did I at least get XP? A little bit. I'm reaching the state of possibly becoming quite high level. Excellent. South it is. There's King Ryder, or Lord Ryder, I guess. Well, it's nice that he's gazing upon your soul and smiling. What if somebody gazed upon your soul with a big frown? Would that be better? Oh, okay. It's not enough to look upon you and see joy. Yeah, exactly. Get the Uncanny Valley stuff. Well, then you have certainty of hostile intent. The movie Smile? I've never actually seen the movie Smile. Is it any good? Wait, whose castle is this? Is this just a ziggurat? Surely not. Oh, it is. I'll record in the book in a moment. There we go. Oh, gotcha. Wait, wasn't the book Smile, or the movie Smile, about a, like a mimetic virus, where it's like, you know, because you saw somebody smiling in a particular way, then you started seeing everybody smiling. And then eventually, I guess, you start smiling like that? Or is it like a haunting sort of thing? Yeah. Nice, we've unlocked the whole map. The Southern Mausoleum, huh? Okay. We've already explored there. Interesting. I kind of like the idea of those thought viruses. Or it's like the concept. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, and therefore, that's the curse. And it starts, like, you know, advancing. I always felt like that was a decent view of existential dread. I believe it. I believe it. Sorry, what sort of endless got turned into a bird? 'Cause that's what I'm assuming all these guys are. They're just cadavers that used to be people. Oh, for Pete's sake. Give me this. Maybe it fudged the dragon? What do you mean by that? A lock bug? This lock bug will weaken the lock's mechanism, making it easier to pick. While the lock bug species is known for its love of intricate environments, this one has had cipher etched into its carapace to make it thief's best friend. Oh. It's a bug that makes lockpicking easier. Yes, and I got all three. We can feed the dragon. Kind of. Although, I don't know. Maybe can the Endless reproduce? Would they want to? I mean, I guess they probably had a period of time where they did that. Until it probably got old. But yeah, we finally got the I guess it's called a cairn of anguish. So it's like a burnt husk of Endless who were burned by people trying to defend themselves. But they're still alive in those ashes. And now I'm going to feed those ashes to a dragon. And I guess sate its hunger so it doesn't eat anymore. But first, let's drop off our newly acquired hand with the signet ring. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know. I think that's kind of the more haunting thing of a curse. Even when rendered down to ash with absolutely no senses, you still live. Probably incredibly insane at this point. Because, like, I don't know, what happens to somebody when they have centuries of sensory deprivation? I mean, hell, what happens to somebody who has weeks of sensory deprivation? Hello, eyeball. Fancy seeing you here. Your Highness. Hello. Greetings, Mortal. How do you fare? About your daughter. Did you find her, Mortal? I must admit, I've been watching her progress with interest. With a flick of her wrist, she creates a small shimmering mirror. It seems to show you entering the Cadaver Keep. But my voyeurism spell can't penetrate the island above the keep, so I've been waiting for your return with bated breath. Sorry, Duchess. I have her hand, nothing more. You present the hand to the Duchess. A beaming smile spreads across the Duchess's face. Ah, my Elwyn, you are returned to me at last. The Duchess tenderly presses the hand against her face. Elwyn's hand seems to respond in kind, relaxing and stroking her mother's cheek. Where's the rest of your daughter? The rest of her was lost many centuries ago. Where? I cannot say. But it's not an uncommon fate for my kind. It's very hard to truly kill an endless. But that does not mean that our bodies can't be broken, severed, separated. Many of my kind rest not in peace, but in pieces, scattered around the realm like fallen leaves. I lost Ellen to this abhorrent fate some 300 years ago. She touches the hand gently. I have long accepted I will never see her face again. That's touching. It is, of course, not a fate I would have chosen for my daughter. Often wonder if it would have been kinder to be truly at peace. Silent moment. Thank you, mortal, for returning my daughter to me. I hope the whole ordeal wasn't too troublesome. Well, I did lose a finger. I noticed, mortal. But nothing a little cipher can fix. Here, hold out your hand. Duchess utters some harsh-sounding consonants, and her voice seems stuck the warmth from the air. And for a moment, your hand seems to burn with an unbearable heat. But when you look down, your missing digit has been replaced by a spectral finger. It glows and shimmers. Oh my god. Shimmers with unnatural color, but it's firm to the touch. There we are, mortal. You may even find it to be an improvement. Few can match my skill with cipher facsimiles. And now I will honor my side of the bargain. When I delved into your mind, I saw that you have captured the blinding light, correct? I will make my way there, so we can plan our next move. She strokes Elwyn's hand. Though, if Ella's plan comes to fruition, I'm still not decided on where my allegiances lie. Truly immortal. She strokes her daughter's hand. Perhaps you are right. I should fight for a better life for my daughter, so she can feel the wind on her face once more. You have given me much to think about, mortal. But for now, you should take your leave. I will meet with you at the blinding light. Alright, the Duchess is pretty cool. But we finished our meta quest. And with it, all we gotta do is feed the dragon and then progress. And I think this is where we get our trusty steed. I was hoping she would have something else to say if I met with the Duchess. It would appear that she does not. So, order of operation, we are going to feed the dragon, see where that goes. Come on now. I like how it still makes the bow and arrow sounds, despite just throwing a javelin. Okay, so I go up to this peak here. I might as well start using my bow a little bit. I wonder if this game will actually have, like, a suitably difficult boss. Like, how could the conclusion go? Everything else seems to be literary-based, story-wise, as we progress it. Oh, shit. Alright, Dagron. Hello. Greetings, O tasteless morsel. We are pleased to find that you still smell disgusting. I have the urns you want. Yes, yes, the beast can smell them. Its hunger grows. For your own sake, morsel, drop them where you stand, lest you be devoured. Drop the urns just before the worm's massive jaws and close them into a single terrible motion. For a moment, the creature is deadly still. Then a great spasm moves through its body. Such potency! Such dreadful flavor! The worm is overwhelmed, morsel. We can already feel our ancient allies joining us. Please, take this. The worm convulses, and with a horrible sound, it coughs up a treasure chest, encased in a huge mound of phlegm. We bid you farewell, morsel. The worm is overcome with a great energy. It will fly, and then it will sleep. And away it goes. So, where's that treasure chest? What did I get? You brought it 3 urns, was satiated. Not trouble the mausoleums for a good while. Nice. I mean, I guess it is alive, so, you know. I wonder if you can go through the game and just be loved by everyone. Nice. Embrace 20 delusions. Damn right. Tea's drunk. Beer's drunk. Summon kills. Oh, so if lives your summon creatures I've taken in your name. Wow. Presumably I got something. I believe it would be key items, because this tells me all of the little attachments I have. Yeah, I got a spectral finger. New digit pulses with magical energy, unnaturally dexterous, should prove useful when picking locks. Nice. Huh. I guess I just got XP. Or specifically Delusion of Treasure. Well, the deed's done. The quest is finished. We shall rest once more in the inn. And then we'll head back to our keep first. So yeah, we're going to rest in the inn. We're going to go to our manor. Ooh, actually, we're going to turn in our map. I like how this world is so dangerous, just getting anywhere is like a guaranteed combat. Ow. It's actually quite a bit of damage. At least I don't recall why I'm at 50% HP. These will do nicely. Did I get them all? I guess I didn't. What spots am I missing? Hey, there's the star. Wow, I guess Cadaver Keep's like right there. Oh. That's interesting. I guess the entire world is of just a particularly stable temperature. Except for, you know, the Clockwork Kingdom, where the Clockwork King changed that temperature. With magic. Alright, let's get out of this morbid place. It's time to hang out with the living. I mean, 2 coins is a paltry sum. I have a nice ale. Where's my stuff? There it is. Sleep till morning. Awesome. Now, what's the fastest way out of here? I think it's that direction. And to get there would be the other direction. And just one salesman in the entire area. It's kind of brutal. I was kind of hoping for like a bustling marketplace. Alright, we got a long run ahead of us. And we are heading back. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, that's usually a downside. That's when they, if there's no competition, that's when a shopkeep jacks up all their prices. Like, yeah, where else are you gonna go? In my opinion, competition's a good thing. Hello, ghost. You know, don't answer that. Even a spirit. Okay, fine. Yeah, exactly. If you're the shopkeep, I mean, you're making a very good point. It's a matter of perspective. There we go. So now we'll take a look at our map, see where we're going. Our keep is... Strange house, huh? Have I been here? I gotta find out what that strange house is. There's that goblin saying I have multiple faces. Or I need multiple faces. Huh. To my house. See, that's why we gotta be a, We have to maintain that we be part of the transportation of wealth. Let the shopkeepers do the good work of actually selling it. We could be a caravan guard, no trader that way. Just go between town to town selling the sundries that they need. I mean, heck, that's the first thing I'd do with an airship. It's like, please, sell me all of your rare exports. And then I'd go sell them to whoever buys them at a high price. Sorry, I'm rambling because I'm trying to remember where I am. Just keep following the road. Easy enough. Shocking. I mean, let's be fair. It's wherever you are, that's where you're at. That's my mode of navigation. Well, now that you put it in the ether, it's gotta happen. Whoa, those are bandits. It's upsetting that I can't kill him in one hit. But isn't that the kind of thing with the self-fulfilling prophecy? There we go. Let's buy another portion of our house. Yeah, workshop. Excuse me? What am I lacking? I'm missing a single seed. Just one seed. Why do they make stamina potions so valuable? And it doesn't help that they take about a fortnight for him to come back. Ugh. Alright, fine. Let's go buy one at the apothecary. I thought I had everything. Yeah. But you know, they pushed me into a scorched earth policy, damn it. I'm going to say this is their fault, not mine. If they weren't against me, they didn't have to go hungry. Maybe I'll get lucky and find a jitter seed on the way. I mean, I got silk for days, that's for sure. Eyes of Paguth come back really fast. Same with this Paradoxius. Or Paradoxium? Paradoxia? Sure, we'll see in a moment. Paradoxus. Alright, we're going to the town. They have an herbalist. I'm sure they got seeds. They have to. I will have a conniption fit if they don't. Look, I will sell you 5 Death Veil for a single Jitter Seed. That's how badly I want it. Supply and demand. Death Veil being the incredibly rare mushroom that grows from the brains of corpses. Alright, where are we at? Apothecary. Here we go. Please, oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please. Yes! No. Let's not get too excited. Let's buy the one we need. Wait, why am I quitting the game? Stop. I like how we can see Peguth at all times. As a reminder of what we have done. My castle's over here. Parkour! There we go. I kind of like the idea of an interdimensional flower. One that kind of like folds in on itself and blooms eternally. I feel like it would be very hard to look at, but I would totally grow one in my house. Whatever it takes. Even if it said, "Feed me, Seymour." Now. Give me the workshop. Now I just need 2 iron ore. Which, now that I'm thinking of it, I probably should have bought in town, but I can do that next time. Surely we're not getting to a place where there's no return. So we've created the workshop. Lovely. Got a lovely herb garden. Where is the workshop? I guess they're building it still. Have I unlocked my mine down here? There we go. Oh. Should probably sleep it off. I guess these upgrades do take time. Get a new painting of the Duchess. My trusty crew. What a lovely attic. I'm liking my manor house. Despite the fact that I can't sleep here and, like, become refreshed. Strange dreams. You dream of a journey through foreign towns and exotic lands, but when you return home, all has changed. You search for your friends, but you can't find them. You search for your lover, but they are gone. You find your parents, but they are dead and buried under gravestones. Suddenly, the future unfurls before you, plain as day. Everyone you love will turn to dust. You wake screaming, and there's blood running down your neck. Oh god. That, decreased my health. Yes. Been bitten by the vampire. Oh, Oh, is this it? Is this workshop? Is it done? I guess it's still getting built. Whoa! I can still upgrade it? Holy crap. Avoid Greatsword. Clockwork Greatsword. Shroomweave Greatsword. What the hell's Shroomweave? Sword of Shroomweave, weapon long coveted by wicked... Oh, okay, gotcha. So this is the, somebody. Extremely rare voidstone to be forged. It sunders everything before it. Tribans of the Clockwork Kingdom. This kingdom can be reconfigured in a very large gun, practically portable cannon. Bombard your foes from afar and feels like a skyship captain. Cool. Huh. Interesting. So I guess we can't... It's not all the way upgraded. Okay, if I stay here, I'm gonna die if I don't fix that statue. My beautiful home. How I bleed for it. I actually do enjoy the determination my character has in getting this place to work. An hourglass statue arm. A stone arm which holds an hourglass. At the base of the arm is a bronze mechanism. It looks as though the arm could be attached to something. It's more fine. A small smithy is in operation here. Perhaps just to maintain just a limited personal arsenal. The blades are of strange design and rusted beyond repair. It's not been used in some time. Huh. Interesting. At least we got one iron. I'm actually kind of curious to... How much money do I have? Okay, I got enough. I just need one iron then. I guess I can sell my silk. That's always an option. I guess we are ferrying between town and back. Oh, wait. I think there was a portal to somewhere. Or to town inside my keep. Let's actually try to use that. Should be a shortcut. And I gotta put the statue together. So I just need one more iron ore, and I'll be able to get it. I will double check that to be sure. What a haunting house. Now that I know that if I sleep here, I'm, you know, vampirized. Yeah, okay, I have everything except the iron. An arm which is a serpent, the other arm is time. Okay, through the hedge maze. Pluck the Paradoxus. There it is. Yeah. Incredibly valuable. Alright. We are here. Hello? Yes! It was meant to be. I don't know where I get these super materials. To get, like, the Mega Greatsword. Kind of curious. Had I a choice, I'm going to choose the Mushroom Greatsword, but I'm not above the Clockwork Cannon either. Because that just sounds awesome. I think it might be a, depending on whichever quest of hero I follow. And I'm sure they'll give me something. Like, it's probably the Emberian gives me the Void Steel if the Duchess does not. Oh, hey, now you regrow. Purchase. I can get a better workshop? Well, just leaves one thing to do. Buy more. Buy more. This place has endless upgrades. Whoa! Hey, Takashi, thank you for following. I appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying this. This game's awesome. Bubbling brew. Just give me all of them. In fact, I will sell you... Wow, nothing is, like, worth anything to you. Never mind, I will sell you nothing, sir. Good day. We are going to fuel ourselves with chemical enhancement. I really like how you can see the items and that you actively quaff them. You know, minus your hand. Gulp. We're right as rain. Through alchemy. Ah. There we go. Yo, how you doing, Arnie? It's good to see you. Cycle through these, see what I can have. Doing great. You know, I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually really excited to be going through this game. What? I can upgrade everything. Just spend it all. I've done it. I've hemorrhaged all of my money. I'm rebuilding my manor house in this game. There's even an observatory upstairs? Oh, hell yeah. Got a little goblin caretaker. Actually, he's technically a squatter, so I gotta show him the error of his ways. Exactly. We just plugged it into real estate. And that's when we find out that property tax is a thing in this game. In which case, I will weep. I will weep so hard. Then I have to take tenants. Although I am kind of defying the powers that be, so, you know, to hell with the federal government. Cool, we got it. We are in the Broken Down Church. On Peguth by Theodore. Another 7-page book. Being cooked with some D&D stuff? Really? What you got going on? Found the statue head. A stone head of an old and wizened face. At the base of the neck is a bronze mechanism. It looks as though the head could be attached to something. You find papers and rolls of parchment outlining the study of various monsters. Most seem to feature the Virame, a parasitic organism that uses its host to feed on dreams of its prey. Oh, interesting. And speedrunning our stream. Wait, what happened? Wait, why do you have to speedrun it? Worked on a little general plot. Oh, nice. Yeah, anything new on the big bad guys? And what happened in RimWorld? Did you lose some progress? That's rough. The stream had an accident that caused one of the mods updating. No, that's awful. So you had to start the entire save again? Oh, that is brutal. Let's go on a tour of our house. Our workshop looks nicer. I don't have any pictures of the Ambarian. There. Essentially what happened is the mod update changed something in the core files that made any character who had stuff from said mod. Oh, Jesus. And don't tell me your main character was rather decked out. Okay, I kind of like that, the God Wars. There we go. How do we get to our new balcony? There we go. Yeah! Here. Couldn't keep the save. Oh, that's awful. The way they were deleted because of a bunch of side effects making all the conscious mechanoids immortal. Ouch. Started a new save. Oh, so you didn't have to start from scratch? Oof, that's brutal. I can just sit here and enjoy. That's awesome. Start from scratch, base-wise, but keep the character you had. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of easy when the main character is absolutely unkillable, right? We got our little upper attic? Cool. Whoa. We have a dungeon in our house. See what we're up against. What the hell are you? Hello, vampire creature. The creature stares at you with a chilling intensity. Its words hiss through sharp teeth, and it speaks slowly, methodically. Greetings, trespasser. I've been watching you for some time, trampling on my grounds, desecrating my home, and erecting your petty trinkets. And I have watched you sleep. I have savored your flesh, drunk from your blood, and tasted your dreams. I thought you would flee in terror, but still you linger where you do not belong. So I ask you, trespasser, why do you torment me so? I'm tormenting you? There's a monster in my basement! The creature releases a guttural sigh. Monster indeed. It has been many a century since I could hold my own gaze in a mirror. But monster or no, this is not your basement. These grounds are my prison, but they are also my home. I saw these timbers raised some 200 years ago, and I have dwelled here ever since. You may have purchased a scrap of paper for a considerable sum. Perhaps it bears the signature of some foppish noble? I care not. These lands are mine. She takes a deep breath. But there are things more valuable than even a home, such as one's freedom. I am shackled here, trespasser, held captive within my own grounds, so by powerful cipher magic. If you would help me win my freedom, I will recognize your claim to this manor. What do you say? You attacked me while I slept. Why should I trust you? I admit we may have got off on the wrong start, but remember, trespasser, that you cast the first stone. It is not natural to act rash. Is it not natural to act rashly when threatened? Let's say I do help. Will you leave me alone? Alas, there are few places for a creature like me to live safely. If you grant me freedom, I will permit you governance of the manor, staying myself in the underhalls. But oh, what wonders freedom would bring. I would be much enriched by my travels, and would grant you great boons after feasting on your flesh. Hold on, you'd still drink my blood? Oh, the kiss of the Vermeer is nothing but so crude as merely sucking blood. It's a tender union of two souls. My worm tongue bonds with your nervous system for a beautiful moment. Our minds are as one. The dreams you have seen, they are my own. A gift in exchange for sustenance. With my freedom, in exchange for a portion of your health, you will be invigorated after waking here. Your senses heightened, your reflexes sharpened. What if I say no? Then I suppose we'd settle this matter as animals, with tooth and claw. But beware, trespasser, my bite is more dangerous than in your waking hours. Very well, I'll help. I'm siding with every monster I can find. Excellent. Here's what you must do. In the forests of the western Hallowshire, there is a decrepit house not dissimilar to my own. I once frequented that place. This key will unlock it. Veramir lived there once. I do not know if they remain, but I know this. They were captive like me and cast off their oppressor. Recover their spell book, and I might do the same. Okay. So, Western Hallowshire. I believe that would be the strange... Oh. The statue I just put together spooked me. Let's take a look at the map, see where we're going. West. It's probably right here. It's most definitely right there. Onward and upward. So, Arnie, what sort of D&D stuff are you cooking up? I mean, I know you got some of the characters going. Is there anything particularly cool in the world building that you don't mind sharing? I gotcha. Oh, is that just the project you're currently working on? Gotcha. Which is true, you did explain quite a bit. I like how I killed him when he was at half health. Okay. Well, keep it up. I'm excited to see where that story goes. In fact, if you're actively playing it, I wouldn't mind hearing the highlights. Yeah. Oh, yeah? Nice. I know I'm subtly avoiding the main mission, but I got a house to take and a monster to free. We're about to bomb a manor ruin. Wait. So there's a manor house that cultists are raiding, and their solution is to bomb the whole thing? Okay. Time to eat our fruits of Peguth. I mean, that's one way to solve a problem. I suppose you don't need to infiltrate and dismantle a Cthulhu cult. Scorched Earth policy does indeed work at some point. I got a soldier following me. They're gonna witness terrors that I'm about to unleash on the world. We'd go back to town to deal with it later. Only for when they saw the map, they're like, oh, well, it would be detour. So they're bombing it out of convenience. Okay. That's one way to handle it. I am at the complete wrong side of the island. Thank you, little godlet. Alright, friend knight. Care for fruit? This is the guy who's loyal to the Inquisition. So to me, it's fairly amusing that I can get him to follow me around. Yeah, did you see that? Basically, he's my adoring fan. Well, he certainly didn't last long. Got like 1 hit point. Yes, basically, the story in this game... well, he is incredibly low level. But yeah, it's they're part of the faction that dislikes the gods. And, like, you know, killed them all. But I'm joining the faction that is bringing all the gods back. One of those gods being Peguth, the god of rebirth. I ended a famine by basically planting a creature in the citadel of the apostates, and now they can't see him, so he's just floating around and causing plants to grow. So there's no more famine. I cured the famine out of creepy baby fruit. That I do not mind eating. It is my want. Bandit! I accidentally made the outlaws my enemy. But I didn't know who I was fighting. Yes. Yeah, so there's a ancient civilization, kind of like in the Elder Scrolls, like the Dwemer. They're called the Ambarians. And I made a sword out of the metal that they provided. They're the ones who caused the world to blow up. Because we're on a bunch of floating islands. And in the horizon, the celestial body there is called a neural star. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, how else can a new civilization come in? Keep following the road. Imagine a world where a future generation blew up the past world. Like they created time travel, but that time travel yielded so much powerful that it caused a cataclysm and changed history. Although it would have a paradox as why would they create time travel and then... I don't know, it's one of the reasons why I'm not fond of time travel stories. Even though I seem to attach myself to every time loop story available. Yes. But I mean, that's kind of the problem, is I think it is interesting, but it leaves so many variables that it's just like, why? And it's not just variables, because I mean, part of the fun is solving those variables. But it seems so much of it just happens to be a portion of Purple Lightning, where they're just like, yeah, just because. I've heard tales of you, done a great service to Peguth, and for that, I'm forever in your debt. Goodbye. Yay. I've done service to Peguth. Trying to find an abandoned house. And apparently, set a vampire free. Or a Vermeer, apparently. Hello. Might as well get all these godlets. They're how you raise your faction standing. There we go. Oh, dragon's still flying around. I thought you were satiated. Huh. Just a Class F Godlet. Our Tribunal. There's a Godlet in here? So I'm noticing that this isn't the house. Where is the house then? Western Hallowshire. Is the hollowed out old tree then? Surely not. Well, we gotta try. Whoa. Ha-ha! My guile is enough that I can make epic jumps. Of course it's barred on the other side. So much for my victory. Let me in, you titanic goblin. Hello. Look. Creature looks at you from sunken eyes. It shifts between a massive jaw. It appears physically incapable of lifting its head. Be still, human. Only those who embrace their wretchedness may claim their second self. I have embraced my wretchedness, but shall I pass? You seem sincere in your penance. Very well, you may claim your second self. The door is open. Okay. I have a goblin mask. A chunk of wood, shoddily carved to resemble the face. It allows one to entice more powerful foes. The goblins of Hallowshire can be seen wearing these crude things. When placed upon one's face, strange feeling comes over you, as if you were someone else. Oh, so it's like a little trinket. Man, Prestige isn't such a useful stat. Although I would have drank so much tea in front of him. Okay, where is this house? It's not here. Surely, maybe it's this one? It said there's a house in Western Hallowshire. It's gotta be. Operation check all the houses. And find all the coins. Hi. I like that the Wiccans don't attack me anymore. Though I kind of worked hard for that. Okay, so the house be right there. How do I get up there? Surely there's a way. Not there. Surely they don't want me to jump, right? Well, I'm gonna try, but that can't be the solution. Do I have a levitate spell? That's cool. Huh. Kind of do like how there's a utility spells like change the time of day. Here we go. Oh, crap. Ow. Well, okay, maybe that wasn't the solution. I think I got that a regeneration ring. I do have that equipped, right? I do. There we go. Surely you're not going to make me fly there with a skyship, right? Fine. Let's go. Guess there's no teleporter here, huh? Yes, and don't call me Shirley. It has been a hot minute since I've seen that movie. I honestly thought, while awfully silly, it is quite the work of genius. Well, I'm not jumping over that over there. Where's the second door I went through? Oh, there it is. So I need quite a bit of pop-in. Ha-ha! Goblin dog! Okay, we're kind of going the long way. Like, I painstakingly created this teleporter network and then proceeded to not use it. Whew. Actually, you know, jumping off a cliff would be like a teleportation strat. I wonder, do you sell ore? Fine, I'll just buy more Skyshroom tea. It boosts insight, so in case I need to like find secrets and such. Now back to the keep. Yeah, I kind of want to see an EverQuest size of this game. Kind of like they take the idea and like present it in the scale that I really think they want to. That'd be really cool. What do you mean it's not active? God damn it. Alright, we'll find our way in the hard way. also like how there's gigantic shelf mushrooms growing on this wall. There's said teleporter. There we go. Progressing the story. Nope, I want to go up, not down. I don't know how I'd become friends with the Dark Stars. There we go. Hey. Got ourselves the Duchess here. She brought her whole house over. It seems it's good to be out in the Sky Realms again. One can get frightfully bored spending eternally in dusty old tombs. How are you settling in? Just about finished transposing my collection of essential grimoires. Not a bad spot for him, huh? I must admit, it's exciting to see all these mortals scurrying around. There's an urgency to mortal life that's lost to my kind. I realize now that since giving up on up this life, I've missed it. Also, I've noticed she took off her mask. Wanted to ask you something. Go ahead. How's your daughter? Doing just fine, thank you. The air is clearer here. She enjoys the breeze on her skin. I mean, she's an endless, so she's about as decayed as everyone else. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Farewell. Yeah, she brought her entire library here. I mean, might as well if you're gonna be weaving a, dimensional magic. Why not? There's the god. Farewell. Right underneath the Inquisition's nose, no less. God, I want that airship. Alright, I got them all. Do you? Specifically? That sounds very, inquisitorial. My, haven't you been busy? All the formal Dark Stars have been returned. Just like old times. Together, we've conceived a plan. According to Orliath, Vela has fled to the Underlands, and what's more, she knows where. We'll take these Darkstar criminals as your companions. You will pursue Vela. You will not fail. What's down there exactly? Centuries ago, the Amberians built an empire of metal and magic in defiance of the gods. It stretched across the world's surface, and humanity prospered. She spits the word. But 400 years ago, the World Rend blasted that empire to dust. Only the Sky Realms survived. All that's left down there are cursed ruins, haunted by ghosts, and patrolled by mechanical horror. The very air is poisoned. With a thick miasma, traversing that place will be difficult, but I have utmost faith that you will die nobly for our cause. You may even succeed. Okay, so how will we do it? Caxton Frost has finished preparing the blinding light. We can launch a small cutter airship on an expedition to the Underlands. But first, I will let you do the honors of activating the blinding light. Go to the main control panel and set the alert for battle stations. Okay. So where's the control panel? Is that here? No. Is that here? Mr. Frost, I presume. Hello. He nods. Confessor, what can I do for you? How are you settling in? The blinding light. I remember when we captured this place from its Union caretakers. Back when we thought we can get away with anything. Okay. Whoa. Holy crap, this entire thing's an airship? Whoa. I didn't realize the entire castle was a airship. What the hell's that? Hi. You have nothing to say about this. I mean, for an inquisitorial layout... Jesus. The glitch is still there. But you know, I'll take it. The bunk room. There, I fixed it. That's a bed, huh? I'm not putting Emberian metal in there. You can't make me. I will, however, do that. So... do you feel that? The blinding light takes to the skies once again. You never said it was the airship. Ugh. Have you not seen the grand painting, or its many reproductions? The blinding light impales a horror, or heard the numerous songs and stories, embellished as they may be? I cannot be blamed for your ignorance. Can we just fly this whole ship after Vela? This flying fortress is too large to make the descent. The storms that permanently rage above the Underlands would tear it to shreds. But we can launch a small cutter vessel with a reinforced hull that may survive the journey. A tribunal can monitor your progress and from the safety of the skies. So what's next? You and your former Dark Sorrows will assemble a counter worship strike force to pursue Vela. Your mission is as follows. You will make your way to the hangar of the Blinding Light. There is a small cutter airship ready to descend to the Underlands. Jack Basalt will pilot the craft, while the Duchess's magic will shield it from the unrelenting chaos of the Understorms. Caxton Frost will disarm whatever ancient security systems you find on the surface. Once you land, Oriath will guide the way to the cradle. Exactly what the cradle is, we don't know, but Vela thinks it can rewrite the very fabric of reality. Needless to say, she must be stopped. She pauses. A ghastly rattle issues forth within her workings. Is it a sigh? It sounds almost moved. Listen, Confessor. If it were up to me, we'd have a whole naval fleet hurtling down there. But the Union Navy doesn't want to hear it. They think this coffin they stuffed me in has clouded my reason. I have the authority to send only the most expendable of my tribunal. She points the mechanical limb in your direction. But, low as I am to admit it, you've proven yourself just as capable as any operative under my command. So it falls solely on your team to stop Vela at any cost. Remember that she meddles with the forces beyond our comprehension, threatens the stability of not just the apostatic union, but the whole of the Sky Realms. Is your mission clear, Confessor? A lot. All clear, I'm ready. Good. Make your way to the hangar to depart. Alright, off we go. Woohoo! I like the eyepiece on the bottom. Oh! We crashed. That is not what I expected. Well, we're on the ground. Hi. You wake up with a pounding head. You gasp for breath. Your lungs fill with acrid air. Everything hurts. Basalt eyes you with sympathy. You look like squid shit, Confessor. You must feel like you've been chewed up by typhus. Let me fill you in. Gestures around you. The cutter crashed. No shit. Well, thought I'd spell it out for you. Curse rots one's mind, after all. You see, we stashed a bunch of protective suits in the cutter, a thick leather garment sealed with stitches and cipher, to ward off the miasma that clings to the air down here. But they all got burned up in the crash. The only thing we could save is this one. So that dizziness, the head pain, the stinging in your lungs, I'm afraid that's the miasma. The curse. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna die? Depends on the exposure time. If we get this done quick, you might have a chance. Anyway, you might be able to salvage some sort of protection down here. If you're lucky. There've been plenty of foolhardy expeditions to the Underlands. The archaeologists, well, let's just say they don't often come back. The others will be fine. Frost and Emberian have respirators built into their suits. And the Duchess, well, she's just not been breathing for centuries anyway. Oh, so I am dying because I don't have a respirator. Frost is peering through a spyglass of edifice of metal, shattered glass upon nearby cliff top. Magnificent. The structure is so very nearly intact. I imagine what it's like in its prime. He lowers the spyglass and examines you, looking remarkably unruffled by the crash. You survived then. Well done. Knew you had it in you. By all objective yardsticks, our situation is dire. Yet I can't help but feeling a sense of anticipation. Uncovering the secrets of this place has been my life's work, and now we are pursuing it, greatest secret of all. How ironic that it should be due to my own mistake rather than those of some comfortably long-dead civilization. Keep your head in the game, Horace. Or Caxton, whatever. I'm cursed. Can you rig up some kind of device? Our bumpy landing has left me without requisite materials to improve a new filtration max. But we're not far from here. On row expectation back in 35. Some of their equipment might still be intact. Your sole chance for survival is to limit your exposure. Every minute, every heartbeat you spend without a mask will bring you closer to a fate worse than death. Should you fail, I can at least offer you the same remedy I gave my old colleague, Magda. Opens a palm to reveal a little ball of some waxy substance. Venom of the purple spotted typhus. Extremely deadly, quite painless. She made me promise, you see. I might just take you up on that if it comes up to it. Then you better hurry. Tick-tock, my dear. Tick-tock. Well, tick-tock. So what's this curse I got on me? Oh, that's bad. You become cursed, lowering your main attributes by 1. So I am desperate to find some kind of filtration mask. Seriously? I can just teleport back? Can I get a filtration mask, guys? That's anticlimactic as hell. Yeah, exactly. I can't be a sky pirate. Maybe if I beat the game, or beat this main quest, it'll give me the freaking flying thing. This place is awesome, by the way. Oh, so we're not even in the Underlands. We're on an island. Hi, Emberian. You know, all my life I've had these recurring dreams. Metropolis of light, towers of shimmering steel and cipher, fast ships sliding through the air like they weighed nothing at all. I think part of me has always been searching for this place, just to see it with my own eyes. Now I'm finally here. Is this wasteland really all that's left? I thought the Emberians, for all their hubris and arrogance, had built something that would endure. But maybe their achievements was just a dream after all. Nothing but a fabric draped over a weak scaffold. Let's get going. Yeah. Maybe that would be the most anticlimactic ending. I'm sorry, my lore skill's too low? Well, I have just the thing. Actually, do I have a thing? Mind Siphoning Ring. Does somewhat more kinetic, trading mana for increased damage in battle. You think hard. Your fingers twist and flutter violently as if around unseen throats. Huh. Well, not sure where I got that one. It's this damn curse. Oh. It's probably got to be up at 60 or something. Oh. Got mechanical monstrosities. They're like robot skeletons. I love that. I see you shooting at me. Ah. Awesome. This guy's straight up got a gun. Can I have said gun? I guess not. Not that I would have any of the ammunition. Oh, I could use my lore skill to bypass that fight entirely. Cool. I like how that option's in the game. I spent the game solving the problems of the world. Surely. Oh boy. So yeah, they're really pushing me with a sense of haste that I'm slowly getting poisoned. Whoa. Got a big enough shield, bud? You look awesome. And he has a chainsaw sword. Wow, this place is cool. Again, it's probably implying that it's a lot bigger than it's actually showing, but... Got him. Yeah. Ah, yes, fleshy mushrooms. Tatty attire. Clothes make the man, and these manufactured long ago in Emberia make the man resplendent, enabling the wearer to entice more powerful foes. Faded and tattered though they are, the threads of cipher running through these ornate robes retain their power to mesmerize. Okay, we're definitely gonna amp that up the next forge I get to. Get some ammunition. And a mana potion, why not? Quite the proprietor of free stuff. Maybe it's up here that I need to go. Oh no, this is the back way. Shoot! I mean, it's probably that tunnel is where I'm supposed to be going. However, there's ruins to explore. Okay, this island's pretty huge. I wonder. Does mapping the underworld not even factor? What happened? You're making your way through the Underlands to confront Velikalos. There's an auto coach station that may get swift access to the city. Should you investigate? You should investigate. Is that what that is? Oh, okay, that's why it flashed. Frost is fiddling with a handheld device that resembles the offspring of a dulcimer and carriage clock. Silence, if you please. This procedure requires concentration. A deep mechanical boom surrounds from within the wall as the door begins to grind open. Aha! Evidently, the Emberians haven't revised their sealing spells since my last visit. Rather careless of them, huh? Incidentally, I believe we are close to the crash site I had mentioned. If you wish to survive this little jaunt, I suggest you search the area for a filtration mask. To your last expedition. First, the vessel's buoyancy engine broke down upon arrival. Then our signal flares provided to be duds, so we missed our rescue rendezvous. Our thermometer fritzed out, and anything above 7.3 millihex, and our faulty breathing casks became overpressurized, causing us to hallucinate. It was my first inkling that the Clockwork Kingdom's vaunted manufacturing prowess might be in decline. Frankly, without my late colleague Magda, I wouldn't be standing here today. In the end, everybody got medals, living and dead, and the king, no doubt, thought our discoveries many times more valuable than what we had paid for them. Okay, let's look around for that, shall we? Yeah, $2, still valuable. I like how the clouds just exist to shoot lightning. Cipher network severed. Critical memory failure. Power levels dangerously low. Further, multiple organic anomalies detected. Reality distortion in progress. Additional information restricted to Class C citizens and above. Look around, machine. Everyone's dead. You want a classy person? I'm the best you're gonna get. Analyzing. Speaker statement is correct. Population drastically reduced. Situation critical. Additionally, a null information request granted. City of Albertus. Population decreased. Estimated 99.99%. Fungal growth in city limits. Critical saturation. Anomaly detected. Analyzing. Certain fungi contain human genetic material. Traces of cipher channeling detected. Reality is not being distorted nearby. Conclusion. Speaker would pay special attention to the environment around humanoid fungi. All may not be as it seems. Ceasing communication. Okay, so the fungi are humans. Okay. Ah! One lockpick properly pilfered. There's so many, like, floating frickin' city things. Am I going to be able to go to all of them? You know, with the respirator? We were really close to the ground area. I wonder if there's a different severities at different depths. Or maybe it's just quote-unquote space. And the world itself has exploded. We are swift and deadly. Silly Skellybot. Ah! These guys look awesome. I can't wait to get all my stats back up. Like, -1 point is even significant. Hey, the Emberian's here. But I want a mask. Okay, I feel like if I follow the characters, we'll basically, fast track to the end of the mission. So if I want to find that mask, probably gonna have to look in all the nooks and crannies. At least that's what, if I'm believing what Calx and Frost says. Which I suppose I am. There we go. Whoa. Man, it's so far away. I can see precisely the islands we came from. So is that it? Oh, hey. See that coach house up above? You know, that thing that looks like no coach house you've ever seen? Well, that's where we're trying to get to. Frost reckons if the Emberian auto coach left intact, it might be able to fix it up. Oh, well then I guess we're going back to the Emberian. Of course they would scatter. Our party of 4. Oh, this place is really cool. A decent enough conclusion. And I guess that's just like the Emberian, just kind of like going off on her own devices. Come on, did you really need to wander off? Of course, you're killing everybody. She breathes heavily. The stench of machine grease is in the air. These things really know how to fight. They ain't like the smaller ones I've seen in the Sky Realms. These ones parry and riposte my blows. They learn my moves and react accordingly. It's like they're really thinking. If the Emberians built these things with just metal and magic, what else could they create? She shifts, suddenly uneasy in her armor, and says no more. Well, okay. That's kind of cool. So she's sitting, fighting robots, because that's what she does. Oh, it's a people mushroom. Hello, people mushroom. So these are the mushrooms with human genetic material. They have mouths and eyes. Oh god. They've turned to fungus. Oh, it's the Duchess. Hey, Duchess. The Duchess is clutching her head. Confessor, I didn't sense your presence amongst all the noise. Are you alright? I'm not in pain, I'm just overwhelmed with psychic information. She gestures ahead. You see all this fungi? They're not like the growth we get in the Sky Realms. They're the cursed bodies of those pitiful souls who survive the world rend. Their fungal forms have coalesced into a superorganism. Their minds are as one, united in anguish and misery. I can hear their silent screams, their fractured memories. But one voice stands out from the cacophony, a workman with a special key. I see it sliding into an autocoach lock. He lived in that house over yonder. I think he'd do well to pay it a visit. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So apparently all of these mushrooms are a single superorganism of everybody's coalesced minds of anguish. Which is metal AF. Wouldn't want to be part of the fungi, but... I guess that's what it was saying with the mushrooms being made of human genetic material. I'll bet I can use my fancy schmancy lore skill. And totally dodge the monsters. Because remember, there's very little actual gain to be had from fighting. We just do it for liking to do it. So let's see where this guy lives in this crazy fungal forest. Although it's crazy that she was able to isolate that single thought path out of an entire cacophony of a hive mind. That would be kind of interesting for like a xenobiologist specializing in hive minds and isolating individual presences. The ruins here are insane. Insane! What else we got here? No ghosty goo? Let's do this. Apparently the bridge was not the shortcut I was looking for. It's okay, we're heroic. So if I die here and succumb to the curse, does that mean I'll grow into a mushroom and my mind will join the cacophony? And not only will I suffer my own pain, I will suffer everybody else's as well. Surely there's a rebreather around here somewhere. Although I'll definitely leave it to this game to put it in a very anticlimactic place. Oh, there's another one of those people fungi. He says hesitantly. And to think, like, I would imagine these ghosts are just, you know, not necessarily reflections, but just like apparitions of that anguish. An auto coach key. A key found on the Imberium conductor will open the doors to an auto coach. Okay, so that's the conductor then. He has become one with his house. Because of course he did. I feel like if I turned into a giant fungus, I would fuse to my house. Ow. Did you seriously hit me? Or is somebody shooting at me and I don't even realize? I'm noticing that, not a lot of lockpicking going on around here. Get out of here. You don't like this place at all? I mean, I like everything that it's implying. It's brutal. It's intimidating. And it's, you know, very fitting of the doomsday-iness that they've been trying to portray. There we go. And just the ambient music, too, is just kind of portraying a level of unease. While still being mournful. Which is an odd combo. Where the hell are we? Oh, we're back here. Right? I guess the question is, where's here? Yeah, exactly. Now, you can't have the fatalist mindset. It's like, well, they did it to themselves. That's why hubris gets you, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, it's kind of that's the big part about, like, when you're actually maintaining the idea of a civilization. Like, not everybody was doing that. They just lived in the civilization that pursued it. So why should they have to suffer for the people who pursue it? I mean, really, it's probably just a small group of people who caused the cataclysm. Yes, exactly. And I would totally eat that mushroom stew. Just saying. That's the crazy part, too. The Endless, they lived alongside the Emberians. They themselves were not Emberians. I mean, of course, they all have Emberian weapons. Get over here. Yeah. Oof. You know, now that I'm thinking of it, I'm kind of happy I got the Emberium on my team. Hell yeah. I don't know what that did, but I'm happy it did it. A truth potion, huh? If they knew it would turn into mushrooms, if they would die. I don't think they knew. I think that was a side effect. Like, remember, they had the world shattering, so, like, the world exploded. That probably killed them all. And then the mushrooms were a side effect of what happened to the corpses. The robots are just have been alive this entire time. Was he saluting me before I killed him? That was kind of cool. Where's that going? The puttering thing? But... And, I mean, I guess all this information's totally lost, so it's only natural that people would send expeditions down here. Although why they don't do it that more often, I don't know. I mean, what else is a government going to spend all their vast wealth on? Making war on each other? I wonder what the texture of these mushrooms are. Would it be a little more fleshy than normal? People mushrooms? Yeah. Well, they make mushroom tea. Why not? Why not people mushroom tea? Okay, that is very lackluster in the damage department. Time to grab me a jitter seed. Yeah, exactly. I wonder if it's warm and has a pulse. Like, does it thrum in your hands? Does it screech when you break a piece off? Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, my companions have, proceeded. Oh, so this is the auto coach? I don't think we're taking that, guys. When I was wandering the forest below, I could sense the memories of 1,000 Emberians. I saw the place as a sprawling cityscape and their towers and palaces beyond the mastery of any endless mason. But to see the same city stretching out before me, so totally destroyed, it's enough to even make even I, who has lived many mortal lifespans, ponder the fleetingness of our feeble human exploits. Yeah, it's quite destroyed. One heck of a view from up here. Eh, Confessor? Like one of those fancy Bionian landscape painters slurped some bad mushroom stew and painted their fever dream. We're in luck. Do you see that city in the distance? That's where these auto coaches should take us. From there, it should be a leisurely stroll to the cradle. Oh, so we just know where the cradle is? Oh, we're so dead. Too curious is the answer. But I mean, that's kind of the wonder of mysteries and stuff like that. Because right now I can only speculate what I'm reading. If I was there, I would just touch it and then get the experience that way. Now I can only think about it. Which I guess seems sadistic. No! I wanted to talk to the other two. Damn it. Hi. Nice, just resting your greatsword on the side. Go ahead and get this thing moving. Well, go ahead and use the key, Confessor. The anticipation is killing me. Well, what are you waiting for? Put the key into that control and let's get her going. Yeah, I'm the only one who doesn't have a mask, thank you. Yeah, exactly. You are a spoil sport. You know that? I would have gotten it, working without the key. All I needed was another hour. Possibly 2. 7 at the very most. And away we go. So, that respirator, huh? That's over here, right? Or did I just miss it? Yeah, I guess so. Although I don't know if COVID ever caused a worldwide cataclysm. Well, it would seem that if I'm just gonna breathe the miasma, this is just kind of what I gotta deal with. I'm doomed to be a mushroom. Just a little here and there. Whoa. This looks like final combat territory. I've erected another instance of my transpositional supply tent Due to some clever cipher trickery, it can exist in two places at once, so you can use it to revisit the cutter crash and sea site if you desire. That said, I feel we should not linger any longer than we need to. Let's make our way through this dreadful city as quickly as we can. Of course you can. It can exist in two places at once. Insane. What do you got to say? She fidgets in her armor, clearly restless. We're close, Confessor. For better or worse, we'll be upon Vela soon. But don't get careless. The city is a tangle of walkways, tunnels, and crumbling masonry. It may take us a while to find the route through. Then let's join arms and fight together. She shifts her sword. Hello, and she'll follow me? Hell yeah. Frost is gawking around with innocent wonderment. Just look at that. You can fit my hometown's entire population in only a handful of these towers. How in the blazes do they support so much people? He snaps his fingers, looking back with you with wild surmise in his eyes. Of course, the auto coaches. They move goods and labor to wherever it's needed, lightning speed. It all fits together, do you see? They could live in the countryside and work in the city, vice versa, devote the whole buildings, the whole towns to a single purpose, utterly specialized and optimized. The Clockwork Kingdom, perfected. Well, I've been plenty of places in my time, from the floating ziggurats of Al Asfara to the glittering domes of the Rivian council chambers. But this city, even in ruins, is a spectacle. He wipes his brow. Let's have a moment to take a breather. This city looks like it would be crawling with mechanical guards, so we need to have our wits about us. When you're ready, we'll head to the tallest tower over there. At its peak, the Duchess has scried some sort of auto coach that angled towards the cradle. It's not going to be an easy climb, but I ain't got any better ideas. Still, could be worse. He points out the slums beneath the city. At least we don't have to go down there. Yeah. So those are the slums. That tower. Maybe we do have to go there. Yep, they got more of those screaming mushrooms. And I got the Ambarian following me. Hell yeah. We got a resurrection point. Well, let's wander the city. Hopefully find a respirator. Ambarian, I'm gonna need you to lock in. Okay, so there's just a whole bunch of auto coaches just laying around here. Man, this place is cool. I'm sorry, what's an Iosic bomb? I think that's something I can throw at enemies. Well, I guess I am the Inquisition's suicide soldier. Ambarian, I beg you. Let's split up. No! Okay, I thought I was gonna die in there. More fungi growing in there on the metal streets. Which, I mean, the fact that it's a ferrophage is kind of interesting. Oh, where'd the other guy go? That's a lot of dudes. Also, how do you parry with the chainsaw? Back, take a breather. Yeah! Go Emberian. See, I'm far enough away they don't see where they're being attacked from. I mean, it's funny that they don't react, but at least they don't, you know, pursue me. Shame I never found a magic bow that has infinite arrows. Yeah, admittedly, I haven't really needed it. There's no way. I like to imagine everybody's fighting their way to the, where the hell did he go? To the tower. I guess we're going to this mega tower. See what sort of treasures are in here? Nothing. We'll take a jitter seed, though. Nice. Damn. Now for the tough climb. Whoa. And here is everybody. To think, this room once held hundreds of my ancestors, united in merriment. I suppose this is the closest thing I've come to some sort of home. And yet, amongst these rusting, emptying seats, I never felt more alone. Of course. Seems as though this is a theater of some kind. How intriguing. In the Endless Realm, we are beset with playwrights and poets who make up for their lack of talent with an abundance of time. It's strangely comforting to find a cultural parallel here. I wonder, despite their grand achievements and innumerable luxuries, do Emberian poems still lament the basest of human follies? Do their tragedies still brim with pathos and regret? Frost whistles and listens for the echo. Perfect acoustics. What is that creature? A captive ghost? No, too clean. Mechanical. An artificial player for a technological stage. How did they do it? Filch me. I just think it's a possibility. Plays performed once and then reproduced elsewhere, like a bottled vision, without the solipsism. Hear the voices, see the passion in the great actors long dead. Time, no obstacle. Distance, no barrier. Well, I like how they're watching a movie when I'm dying. I need to get to the top of this tower, but it seems like there's a staircase and an elevator out of here. There. Points at the exit. Only goes down. Looks like we're going to be taking a trip to those slums after all. Just my blasted luck. Ah, welcome, patron. Please take your seat. The show will begin. The figure freezes. Though its face resembles a statue, it conveys a sudden horror. Cipher network. Severed? Power generators? Offline. City population? 5? No, 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 no. This isn't possible. Be calm. Whatever happened here happened long ago. Don't be ridiculous. It's been... Hesitates a moment, while eyes dart between invisible targets. It's been many human lifetimes since I was last summoned. This makes no sense. What of the rest of the Emberian Empire? Why have they not sent aid? Emberians are dead. The planet's surface is nothing but ash. But that's impossible. To bring down the Empire would require an event of colossal destruction, something more powerful than even a... They hesitate a moment, as if lost in some revelation. More powerful than a god. Then the naysayers were right. The cradle was cursed, and those cipher scribes brought nothing but doom. Wait, did you say the cradle? You can see it outside. Part ship, part laboratory, the best and brightest have been toiling away at it for years. It's a marvel of cipher science, supposed to usher in a new age of human advancement. It's said to hold the entirety of an entity of staggering power. What's in the cradle? That is a question many want to know, but their supervisors have it under lock and key. Clearances for Class A individuals only. Still, whispers have slipped out from the symposium that they are constructing something terrible potential that could remake the world anew. For spreading such rumors, I would normally be destroyed, but I suppose my supervisors in no such position to do so. It's oddly liberating to speak so freely. What's inside the cradle? Question many would want to know. Oh, yeah. What are you? What am I? Forgive my surprise. I've never been asked such a question. Times must have truly changed. I'm an avatar of the Empyrean Empire, a construct of cipher designed to simulate the human personality. I exist to serve the needs and whims of the populace. Here I run an amphitheater. I was selected for my love and knowledge of drama. I have memorized 100 plays and can perform them by visualizing a cast of spectral actors. But my connection to the cipher network has been severed. My power source dwindles, and I can already feel my cipher logic degrading. It's strange. I've recited profundities on death and mortality 1,000-fold, and yet I still do not feel ready. Can you tell me about the city? Oh, Bertus is the 3rd largest city in Emberia, the 6th largest in the world wider empire. Or I suppose it was. It was a city known for its scientific prowess. Every day, thousands of people clogged the autocoach's networks, commuting to their labor halls. Every day, the cipher network was refined and expanded for the betterment of the empire. It was said the city would prosper for 1,000 years. Better get going. Well, I guess we're going down. Still no respirator. Down to the slums. Even though I need to go up. So the cradle's at the top? Alright, time to find my companions. Shriek trees. These are the deplorable sums of the Emberian underclass. Many think every Emberian must have lived like a king, but they built their sprawling cities from the blood and sweat of the poor. With such technological prowess, the Emberians could have built a paradise for every person in their empire, but I think they enjoyed the disparity. After all, for one to be considered rich, another must be destitute. That's why I can never quite believe in Vela's ambition. Call me a cynic, but paradise is only for the periodicals. In truth, we'll always be scrambling in the mud. Let's join forces. I like that idea, but creating a paradise is, even if there's poor, you can increase the standard of living enough that even the poor would be a king in a different context. Still getting plenty of ammunition. Don't Don't have to worry about running out. God damn it. God damn it. Well, maybe I will run out if I never hit this guy. Get him. Come on. Screw it. I got a sword. Let's use it. Nice. She got the final hit in. Good to know that they got throwing knives. I like how the Emberian doesn't bother to stealth at all. She just kind of expects me to do it. Got a poison shuriken. That's another thing. I guess there hasn't really been any studies as to what this miasma is. If there's like some crazy poison taking the surface and it's always available, I bet there should be like a branch of study of trying to synthesize and change it. Okay, door barred on the other side. Hey, the Duchess. Hello. As a child, I would stare down from Verdant, past the clouds below, to the shimmering ocean of light that was Emberian Empire. I believed that every man, woman, and child must have gone to bed with a full belly. Strange to see that, in fact, they had their serfs and peasants just the same. Yeah, we're getting the full scope of the Emberian Empire. And all the ugly details. I like how you insist on using that sword one-handed. Whoops. Man. I mean, it's pretty cool that we can kind of explore this, basically Atlantis. At least in Atlantis parallel. Gotta get that jitter seed. Looking for all the secrets. And yet, an interesting take. Down here may be a lot of things, but there are no delusions, I've noticed. I guess that's kind of symbolic. There we go. Lockpicks. Would I possibly need it? Yes. Yes, I did. Nice, a shortcut. Just in case I die and get teleported back, I guess. But I have a ring of regeneration. I'm like borderline invincible. Ooh, Emberian ore. That is going to be an upgrade for... Lore skill too low, my ass. May riddle me this. God damn it. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Speed shoes. Natty looking boots, but more than just fashionable, the silver toe caps are inscribed with a cipher magic that quickens the wearer's footsteps, increasing movement speed by 40%. Popular with messengers, rangers, and anyone trying to get the weekly shop done quickly. Nice. I think that's for that door. Because as always, they have more than one way to go about a problem. I like the idea that we deal with the mechanical means, not the magical. Nice. One of the main advantages of the Emberian following me around is they tend to point their shield at her. That makes it easier for me to hit him in the back. Ow. Wow, 2 hits knocked out like 1/8 of my health. Well, I don't know if that's an 1/8. A large chunk. Couldn't help but notice that none of these things are respirators. Hey. No keys necessary this time, Confessor. I've applied the lessons of my inconclusive struggle with the auto coach to this recalcitrant elevator, and it proved no match for Claxon Frost. I mean, Horace Metcalf. When you throw the lever, we shall soar like dragonflies up to the highest peaks of the metropolis, or possibly be catapulted if I misjudge the velocity. Blow me, this is exhilarating. The deepest profundities of alchemy allow the access to powers beyond most mortal imaginations. Alternatively, such powers can be used to make really big explosions. Nice. I wonder if the Emberian could die. And she is a mega badass fighter. Might as well not underestimate her. I wonder what fuels these robots. Do they just kind of march forever? I mean, they've been kind of patrolling for centuries. They have not really lost their skill either. Interesting. Trying to find every nook and cranny possible. Barian Vault Key, an ornate, heavy key with a note wrapped around it. The note is hastily scrawled in Old Iberian and can only make out a single world. Sky Realms. Oh, the way back. Interesting. So a cheap and easy way to make expeditions. Looks like a shaft leads back to the coach house. Use it if you need us to resupply, but try not to linger. We've got ways to go yet. Last I saw him, Frost was repairing an elevator at the base of one of those giant towers. If it works, it should get us where we need to go. I'm just unlocking it. Nice, so we did like a full circle. That's cool. And back to the coach house. Let's head back down. Awesome. Still following me. That's great. Well, that's the group. Let's proceed. So I got a key that leads to the Sky Realms. That's awesome. Well, okay, I got a key with a note that says Sky Realms. Alright, so we get on the elevator? Shall we? Iberian, please, you're embarrassing me. Alright. Whoa, we're high up. Cool, and everybody else can make their way up? Duchess is taking a peek. See the tallest tower over yonder, Confessor? I've scried an auto coach at its peak that should take us to the cradle. Be careful making your way across. These platforms look awfully unsteady. It's a long way down, huh? Yeah, I think I probably missed the task. There we go. Whoa. This is crazy. I love it. These crazy electric eyes. Those light sources or what? I like how I can hit him hard enough to really make him drop his guard. I mean, I guess it's one wasted hit. Well, don't mind if I do. Forbidden materials be damned. Nice. I got enough to upgrade my bow. That's cool. Tallest tower. We're almost there. Probably gonna die on the way, but we're almost there. Hey, Frost. Frost is craning his neck and examining the ornamented ceiling. The markings are intriguing, elaborate, yet entirely abstract. No apparent representation of figures or scenes. Perhaps the Imbarians held mathematics and geometry in higher respect than myth. No doubt the pattern had some sort of ritual significance. Looks like something big is up ahead. Let's not get careless. Alright, let's go. Shifts her sword. Alright, lead the way. Just two warriors. Hi. Let's go. Guess that's the closest thing we get to a boss. I got almost 100 of these things. Might as well use them. And away we go. Let's go! We're almost there. I think we're almost to the final stretch of whatever this quest has. No, it was just a tougher one. Not quite there yet. And away we go, off to the cradle. I think that's the cradle over there. Oh, I'm still dying. I think I forgot the mask towards the beginning. So I've resolved to my lungs dissolving. Is that our way in? No, of course not. This thing is huge. It looks awesome. It also looks like it's secreting the miasma. Oh, good. Yeah, I got that crazy rot lung. Well, here we are at last. The cradle. Looks like no alehouse I've ever seen. This platform should take us inside. When we get to Vela, you can do the talking, Professor. I reckon it's the best chance we've got. If she sees the rest of us, she'll only want to talk with her swords. That's with us bleeding mutineers and all. I'm guessing your superiors want her brought in quietly, but if things go south, and I'm betting they will, we'll have your back. There may be only a handful of us, but we've faced tough odds before. Talk her into coming in quietly. Oh, I hope it'll be that easy, Confessor, for our sake, and for Vela's. Just know that if she tries to slit your throat, we'll be ready to jump in. Well, that's good. Oh my, this cradle is really enormous, isn't it? I'm sure even the stonemasons who built these endless mausoleums would break a sweat at the sight of this. Yep, it's huge. I love it. I love it, and it's huge. Hey, Frost. Frost is staring at the cradle in silent awe. His former exuberance stopped dead in its tracks. Please forgive my ineloquence. I find myself quite overcome. What's the matter? He pauses for a while as he mulls his words. In matters of religion, Confessor, I am my father's son, and my mother's, for that matter. Apostates to the end. They fled their homeland rather than truckle to any god. But this place, the power, the industry, the knowledge that its existence represents, I can find no other words for it but holy. Is this what the devout feel towards their gods? Yeah, seriously, this massive beast. Being here makes my stomach churn, but make no mistake, my sword will still sing true. If it were up to me, I'd rush Vela head on, give her no time to think before I cleave her in two. but Basalt thinks we should hold back, assess the situation while you two have your little chat. And loath time to admit it, the bastard's usually right. Yeah? Well, it's time to talk to Vela. See what she has to say. Although I am gonna look. I mean, I'll probably cough and sputter with my, oh no. Lungs dissolving in front of her. Actually. Whoa! Now that is a creature. Hey, guys. Vela stands with poise, her commands booming through the chamber's Dark Star mercenaries scuttle at her beck and call. And just think, just like a little human at the base of this titanic creature. Vela Kilos. Vela's head snaps around, her eyes fix on you. She turns with one hand on her sword hilt. Yeah, exactly. Vela Kilos, I've come to... Silence! The Vela's voice cuts through the air, her piercing gaze meeting your own. An intruder, here, we're leagues under the Skyrooms, in a place as dangerous as it is inhospitable. You must be incredibly capable or extremely stupid to follow me here. Hold on. You're that whelp who had the gall to approach me on the blinding light, aren't you? A thin smile spreads across her lips. My, you've had quite a journey, Inquisitor. I almost didn't recognize you. But you must have had help. Only Oriath saw the map that led you here. She wouldn't have decided to come on her own, so Basalt must have convinced her. And if he is putting a team together, Caxton Frost would be on top of the list. Maybe the Duchess as well. She shakes her head, but it can't just be Basalt leading this. He'd never have joined the Inquisition without persuasion. It can only be care. You don't deny it? So a pack of traitors led by a fledgling Inquisitor have come to nip at my heels. Tell me, just what are you hoping to achieve? And to this Vela, you must stop this madness. Here, join your cause. She lets out an impertinent laugh. And why would I trust the likes of you? Even if I needed assistance, which I most certainly do not, why would I accept it from the Inquisition spy? Gestures at the aberrant being that fills your vision. This extraordinary entity will be our salvation. It will mend our broken world and abolish the evils of humanity. All we need to do is awaken it, and we are so nearly ready. What is that thing? Some would call it a god, but that would be to diminish its power, for the gods are of this world and are bound by its rules. This being is of the void, the non-place of pure creation, where time and space act in mysterious ways. We know not whether the Emberians plucked it whole from that realm or wove its corporeal flesh from void stuff. Regardless, in the ancient Emberian dialect, they call it an angel, after mythical creatures of middle-aged lore. How is it so powerful? Reality is formed through the semiotics of cipher. It is the language that flows through all things, the truth in the illusion that dances before our eyes. With study, we may learn to alter its flow, its rhythm. We may tweak a word here, adjust a sentence there, and this is the basis of all magic. What we cannot do is alter the language of cipher itself. There are strict rules which we must adhere, absolute and unbreakable limits upon what is possible. But this entity that stands before us, being of the void, it is fundamentally separate from our laws. It has the power to change the very essence of reality. What do you plan to do with it? I'm going to change everything. The Emberians built this structure as an incubator for the angel, and they had succeeded in waking it. Their tyranny would have enslaved the world for eternity. We're fortunate that the lesser evil occurred, for in stirring the angel, they caused the world rend, and nearly obliterated all of existence. But we have learned from their mistakes. We will use the angel to turn this world into a heaven, where every soul is free and equal. Tyranny of your own design. You think yourself quite the philosopher, speaking in absolutes, but even if you were to define the freedom I would bestow as a sort of tyranny, it would be vastly preferable to the current state of affairs. Her eyes glint as they look into your own. Her arm is transformed into something. You see, Inquisitor, there is such beauty in us, such majesty, and such potential. I have sailed the sky realms and seen such wonders. She waves her hand. Nay, not the void obelisks. Yeah. Or, not the void obelisk of Al-Asafara, or the thousand spires of the Bion University. I have seen the nuns of the vagrant hospice tending to their enemies. I have seen a man give life to the blood barons of Terran, so that a stranger might live. I have seen a child, recently orphaned, her face speckled with blood, offer me the last of her bread. But whatever my sails have taken me, I have seen hopes and dreams of the common folk crushed by the oppressors, be they Union, Wiccan, or otherwise. Everywhere I go, the poor writhe in the mud, so that the rich may sleep in silk. Once I thought my sword could right the wrongs of the world, that morals and ethics could guide my blade, but I've seen too many skyships burn, too often breathe the stench of human flesh, to believe that still. In truth, I had lost hope, until I had visions of an angel, through the oneric interface of an Iberian map. I realized then that what could be achieved. Listen. Her stare gains a fiery intensity. I would empower us all so that every peasant stands equal to their lord. I would blunt every sword, shatter every cannon, so that not a drop of blood would spill. She looks down, her expression suddenly vulnerable, and I would banish death itself, so that the heart would ever be broken. So no heart would ever be broken. This is what would be our heaven, and soon we shall have it. I had something. But is it really possible? I suppose we're about to find out. Very soon I will awaken the angel, and not out of greed or selfishness, but for the betterment of the Sky Realms and its people. I met a ghost more personal. A ghost? But who knows about... No, it couldn't be. Who it was doesn't matter. They told me about your late sister, Isabet. With newfound fury, how dare you mention her name? You know nothing of her soul, of my family. Isabet was... She meant more to me than... She closed her eyes for a long moment. Isabet and my mother burned alive in my father's mansion, and Isabet was taken so young, and I alone should live. Speaks plainly of the injustice of the world. Am I wrong for wanting to change that? You don't speak for all. Many oppose you, even your own former Dark Stars. Oh yeah, 75, that's really high. Those traitors would have left their own accord. They had no reason to fight me. I'm sure I would have let them go peacefully. Awaken the angel. I don't care if preparations aren't complete. We have run out of time. Uh-oh. That's awesome. It's also awake. Her eyes return to you. I'm terribly sorry about this. I wish there was another way, but there isn't. The coming days are crucial. Now that it's awake, we have many delicate rituals and cipher wards to enact. You cannot be allowed to meddle with this momentous endeavor. So I'm afraid this is goodbye. We will not meet again. From behind you, you hear Jack Basalt yelling at the top of his lungs, Vela, no! Yeah, she's got a crazy corrupt arm. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm really dead. A valiant effort, human. The words ring through your throbbing head. Vela, I was so close. Do not be disheartened. Vela's blade has cut down many foes more powerful than yourself. Once again, I have plucked you from the jaws of death. But the number of times I've done so is relatively few, human. You have done well to evade defeat thus far. The High Confessor was wise to entrust you with this burden. But conventing Vela again will prove a formidable challenge. The Iberian craft she has commandeered will not be so easily assailed a second time. To fight your way through, you will surely need my assistance. Then she rattles its chains. These void steel shackles are bound with Vela's magic. Only by her hand or her death will I be freed. I am placing my trust in you, human. I won't let you down. Deity 9 nods its conjoined heads. Now make your way to the High Confessor. I believe she wishes to speak with you. That was the first half of the game? Oh no, this is awesome. What has changed? Did everybody make it back? Hi. Ah, it's good to be out in the sky realms again. When can I be frightly people? Okay. I was only halfway. I know, this game is awesome. In many ways, she's an eternal love. I'm still cursed. That part sucks. Can I get uncursed? Can I get mechanical lungs? An authoritative voice booms from the ship's sound relays. You assume it belongs to Admiral Kolos of the Union Navy. It's simply out of the question. Need I remind you, High Confessor Care, that your position of authority is in the tribunal. In this tribunal is in spite of your numerous crimes against the Union, most of which were commuted alongside Vela herself. I care not if you sent an incorrigible band of felons to find my daughter. Considering our history with Vela, I cannot, in good conscience, allow you to, or your lackeys, anywhere near her. So you will use that dilapidated old relic of an airship to hold the flank. You will not interfere with this operation, which is solely in the hands of the Apostate Union Navy. You are dismissed. That insufferable fool of all the people responsible for this nightmare, he is hardly blameless. If he had just been a father to Vela, then she needed one. A loud clang rings from the coffin, and now he would beat her at her own twisted game. They want to steal it, Confessor. The Navy wants the cradle for themselves, so the Union's subjugation of the Sky Realms is absolute. I thought you were on the Union side. Never. I despise these loathsome bastards, but I sing along with their tune to keep myself from a prison cell, same as you. And besides, this is the only way I can stop Vela. That's all that matters to me now. I suppose I would have to hold the flank, just as Admiral commands. It's too late, with too much at stake, to rock the boat now. There must be a way. There's always a way, Confessor. We have a card to play yet. While you were off getting yourself killed, the rest of your team managed to escape the Underlands aboard the cutter, thanks to Frost's repairs. As you have no doubt noticed, the Cradle has made its ascent to the Sky Realms. The Union Navy, finally realizing the gravity of the situation, showed up in full force. But they can't punch through the Cradle's defensive shield in some sort of advanced Iberian tech, so for the moment they are at a stalemate. So all we have to do is slip past both pilot the cutter and sneak your strike team into the largest fleet in the world and through the impenetrable Imperial shields to stop the most dangerous person alive. What could be simpler? How do we get past the fleet? In its current state, the cutter would be detected at once by the Navy's autonautical wizards. But Captain Foss has an idea. There are legends of an ancient Iberian skycraft, a phantom vessel able to break any barrier or evade any pursuit, said to be wrecked in the Worldrend, never to be seen again. Many have searched for the crashed vessel, without success. The scryers find nothing, or suffer apoplexy. The Union Navy considers it mere myth. Frost believes otherwise. There were rumors of a particular island within a Iberian wreck that has been drifting through the Skyrims. That very island has strayed into the Neric Isles. Search the most distant isles of the Neric Isles and find whatever power is in the wreck from scrying mines. Then you might slip past the Navy blockade. So how do I actually get to those? You cannot pilot the cutter, as Frost needs to modify it before your assault in the Cradle. No, you will need your own airship. Take this writ of permission. It will help you bypass the bureaucratic nightmare of purchasing a vessel from the Winged Merchants Guild. As for the hefty fee you'll no doubt required to pay, I cannot help you. Our coffers are empty, I'm afraid. And take this time to make sure you are fully prepared for the fight ahead. I did not think this situation will resolve anytime soon. Assaulting the cradle will be no easy task. Now you should get going. I have my own troubles to attend to. Got it. Well. So presumably the, it rose up? Where? Yeah, I guess we're flying. Of friggin' course. Might as well. So we got a workshop. Wait, what's this tower? Oh, that's the tower that of the Emberians. Nice. So that's going to be built next. Interesting. I'm very pleased with how the game's going. But now I get the ability to make or buy a skyship, I guess. Huh. I guess the map's not quite relevant. It's kind of cool, like it's a foldable in a book. You can kind of see the crease in the middle. I like how they have absolutely nothing to say about that adventure. Okay. Can I sleep off the miasma? There we go. Get a good view. Ah, there's the shield. There's the Navy. Check that out. That's awesome. So world designed. Yep, and there it is, the place we were. And it unto itself is a skyship. Amazing. There's a little red thing on the front. It's also surrounded by ships. That's awesome. Yeah, it is. It's right next to the Clockwork Empire. This is so cool. Let's try sleeping off the miasma. I don't think Vela would care if I slept in her room. See if we can get her history. Apparently she was one of the... Oh, Confessor, I have another assignment for you. This one is of a more delicate nature. As you have no doubt noticed, there are tensions between this tribunal and the wider Union. Both the Navy and my Inquisition superiors have begun to question my loyalty to the cause. So they have asked me to issue a command they know I will find disagreeable. There is a small house in the western forest of Hollowshire, where our agents have stumbled upon a certain godlet. This tiny, stunted god would be of little significance. Only my superiors know that in years past it was in my care, that I was fond of the thing. To silent a moment. This is not the time to arouse their suspicions. You must go to this godlet. You must slay it on my orders, and then we will continue as normal. Tell me. She slams the inside of the coffin. Does it matter, Confessor? They are shriveled, pathetic forms of diminished gods. They have been thousands shattered around the sky realms since the God War. The Inquisition destroys more of them every day. This one is no different. Okay, I'll kill it for you. Thank you, Confessor. Remember, you will find it in the western forest of the Hollowshire. Take this void scalpel, the only void steel can harm a god and use it to slit its throat. Oh, good. We're killing a pet. Yeah. Yeah, apparently that's like the High Inquisitor. And apparently she worked with the Inquisition. Okay. I think this is a decent stopping point. Once we get here, we'll save. But thank you for hanging out. This game is freaking awesome. And the fact that we just got through, like, you know, the main phase 1, and we're on the second verse, this is going to be awesome. But yeah, thank you for being here. I have a day off tomorrow, but I will be on Tuesday onward. And yeah, we'll see what this game has in store. I'm really excited. But with that, thank you for being here, and I hope you have a good night.